Hey, what's up, everyone? Sunday coffee break. Yeah, time for a coffee break. I'm always up for a break. I don't know about you. Especially this week, we have Thanksgiving coming. That's Thursday. I got my turkey this week. It's in the freezer. I'll take it out this evening, and by Thursday, it should be thawed enough for to get it stuffed. This year it's only me and my mom. I bought an 18-pounder. I always buy a big ass turkey. That's just the way I am. And I do the turkey and the stuffing and the sweet potatoes, and Mom does everything else. She'll do the mashed potatoes, the carrots, the gravy, the bean casserole, and I think we're going to have some cauliflower this year. And she always makes a dessert. Probably it'll be a pumpkin pie, of course. We always do pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. Then it'll be Black Friday. So if anybody's interested in any items off of our website for Black Friday, everything will be available. Everything that's on the site right now is available, so if you're interested, take a look. Link is in the description for the Hopper's Retro Store. God dang. Try and say that a couple of times fast. But holidays, I always love the holidays. Sometimes they can be a little depressing, just being a couple of us, but I still love the holidays, especially Thanksgiving. I love eating turkey and making myself sick because I ate too much, and then you lie around and complain, oh, I ate too much, but who cares? And then usually in the evening you end up eating more turkey anyway and making yourself sick all over again. But hey, that's the name of it, to be thankful for what you have. Not what you're gonna get, but be thankful for what you have. And then we'll have Christmas coming up. As you can see, I kind of started getting a few things in to set up for Christmas for the studio. I have some other stuff. This is just kind of a few things I picked up. Let's see, when was I think it was Monday. Went up to Erie's and I went to AmVets. If you're not familiar, AmVets is the American Veterans. It's there. They have their own thrift store up there, and I buy a lot of stuff in there. I kind of try and buy everything I can out of there just to help support the veterans. And they always ask you, if you want to round up, if it's like $12.60, say you want to round up for the veterans. Oh, of course, yeah, I always do. So I bought this Santa Claus. I like him because he's kind of an old style Santa Claus. I thought he was pretty neat. He looks good standing there. It doesn't look like the commercial style Santa Claus. That's more of a kind of an old school Santa Claus look. And, kind of the elf style. And I really liked him, so I bought him. And this little dork sitting up here on the corner, I picked him up at Ollie's. I thought he was pretty neat looking, so I picked him up at Ollie's. I'm always in Ollie's. I always go in there. I bought a new carpet for my porch right over here going into the house because it finally needed replaced. So I went up, and that's what I was after, was a new carpet for over there, and I picked that up. And my little kitty's throwing a fit over there. And I'm sure she'll make her presence known. She always has to make sure everybody sees her. So I bought new carpet, and I got the carpet down. Looks a lot better. The other stuff was getting pretty worn. I just take it off, throw it on the burn pile. And what the hell else? I bought a selfie stick and stuff like that for my phone to do a little bit more. Some other stuff I'd kind of been thinking of doing with my phone, doing some recording. God dang. And she's over here chasing her tail and everything. Man. Like I said, she's about 12 or 14 years old, but half the time she still acts like a kitten. She's just I don't know. I know some women that could kind of act like that every now and then. It'd be kind of nice. Instead of acting like an old stick in the mud. I wish I had a camera on her. You could watch her too. But, yeah, I bought a selfie stick with a light on it. It's kind of, sometimes I like to use my phone to do a little recording, and it's a tripod as well. It's a selfie stick that extends, and it's also a tripod, and I can kind of use it. I think I can reach it. Hold on. There. Yeah. Seeing a little selfie. And it's also a tripod. And it extends. So there's some things I can do with it and do some different things. Instead of trying to hold my phone and do some recording, I can set it up on the tripod. It has lights on it, but I haven't charged them yet. Like I said, I just got it, and I kind of unpacked it, looked at it, and then set it down, and then I'll mess with it here in a little bit when I decide I want to do something more with, doing some more recording with the phone. Sometimes it's easier to just take the phone with me and have it on me instead of hauling the Canon, the 200D with me everywhere I go. Half afraid when I'm carrying that around, because that 200D, I think I've mentioned it before, was right around $800 for that camera. So I kind of keep that one close to the vest when I'm out and about with it, because I sure the hell don't want to have to replace it. It's too good of a camera. Now, I run through a lot of batteries with it. I buy new batteries for it because I use it so much that the batteries don't last as long as what you would think. They're just a little itty bitty lithium, and if you're familiar, lithiums, they hold a good charge, but a lot of times they don't last real long. All right, enough of that. Let's see. Monday, I posted a short on those Star Trek figures that I bought at the auction. It was kind of the end of the lot. Everybody kind of picked through, and I think they picked out what they looked up and thought that was worth money. So at the end, the stuff, you can get piles of it or a box of it or whatever. I bought a lot of that stuff that was left over, and so did TC. He bought a bunch of it as well. You may have already seen his video. I'm sure he's already got his out on the Star Trek figures. But, even what I paid for them, and even if I just sell them for $2 a piece, I'll make money on them. No big deal. I have a few other things there that I'll show you. I bought a complete original Star Trek VHS collection, which there was I think there was like 80, what was there, 70, about 79 or 78 episodes, and 2 episodes per VHS, so I ended up with a box of 39 VHS with all of them on it. So, that's something that I sure to hell wouldn't want to sell online and try and ship something like that. It's just way too heavy, and nobody wants to pay the shipping, because probably end up being right around 25-30 pounds all boxed up, and you're not going to ship it very far. And I'm not going to put it on Marketplace or anything like that. I'll take it down to the flea market and put a price on the whole collection, and hopefully I can sell it all that way. That was another one. Nobody would seem to be interested in it, so I took it. Let's see what else. I think that was about anything, all that was really worth mentioning in that pile of crap that I bought. But anyway, Thursday was a short video on on all the electronics that I picked up at the auction. The Fisher series, the 275 Fisher series, that was all in one lot that I bought. The one 8-track player, the deck itself, no radio or nothing, that's a component, that I bought. The rest of the stuff in there was given to me or donated to me by TC. Just stuff that he picks up every now and then, and it doesn't work, so he kicks it to me. A lot of that stuff he may only pay $2 for it at a yard sale or something like that, which is, that's perfect. I love buying and picking stuff up like that, because you never know if it's going to work or not, or if you can fix it. But the turntable in there, the Bang & Olufsen, that I'm really interested in getting working, because that one, I do believe I am going to keep that for myself. We'll see how it turns out and see how it sounds, and if I like it. It doesn't have an armrest on it or nothing like that, so I'm kind of curious as to how this one is going to work. I've never ever seen a Bang & Olufsen except for this one here, and I've never looked at any of that Bang & Olufsen, so like I said, that'll be interesting. That one may be a little bit down the line as far as getting to it in videos. I think the first video I'm going to work on is unboxing all that Fisher 275 series. When that stuff was there at the auction, I looked at it. I just kind of opened the lid a little bit to see if the component was in there. But I didn't take anything out or unbox anything, and nobody else did either, except for the turntable. The turntable, you lift the lid and the platter was laying there, and some of the other, I think the pad and everything's just kind of strewed around inside the box. That's why I called it an IKEA turntable. It's one that you have to put together. That'll be the first I do, is unpack all that stuff. There may be just a video on getting it all unpacked and seeing what we have, and then I'll do another video getting everything all hooked up and seeing what works and what doesn't work. Now, we know the cassette deck's not going to work. We'll have to put belts in the cassette deck. That's usually a given. The rest of the stuff I don't know. And the turntable, I know the turntable is going to need something. Probably going to need more than just put back together, because I looked down in the box and I didn't see the dust cover. Now, it may be in there, it may be a clear one, and I just didn't see it. I didn't want to look too much into the boxes, because I want to be as surprised as you are when I open them up and pull the crap out. Then we can all go, ooh, and throw it in the corner. But those two will be the ones I'll do first on that haul. And then, I don't know, I really want to get into that tape deck component. That component tape, or yeah, whatever. I really want to get into that, because I don't have any 8-track players. And TC gave me another one, only it has a radio. It's a little stereotype. Stereotype? Okay. So those two may be the ones after the Fisher. I don't know. I'll decide after we do the Fisher, the 275 series, as to where I'm going to go with that stuff next. I have till April to get that stuff ready, but I know people are getting tired of watching me work on that top 10. So it may be time to take a break from that and do something different for a little while, and then go back to it. Now, I'll be still working on the top 10 while I'm doing the other stuff as well, because I'm still fighting with some really bad problems as far as troubleshooting. I'm slowly getting everything working and squared away, but I have a dead short somewhere for the drop target reset. You drop all the drop targets and then it blows a fuse. So it's either I have something off in the wiring on the score motor, which could very well be because, you know, we wired in a whole score motor into that machine. But the drop targets, the reset for the drop targets it's very simple. The two switches, 2 leaf switches right on the top of the score motor or what go to the reset. So it's a matter of just kind of running around and seeing what I can find. And it could be that I have a shit coil in one of the drop targets. So that's something I'm still working on it and working through it. I will get it squared away here pretty soon. And then we can probably get that thing finished up and play it. You know, it's not going to be complete, but at least if it's playable, I'll feel really good about it, because that means that my wiring was done properly. You know, we'll still need a back glass and, you know, and so on for it, but that's all right. As long as we can play it, then I'll feel good that I accomplished something on it. Yesterday was wiring the 2 score reels in the back mech for the top 10. Those ones, I didn't mind doing that at all. That was pretty simple, putting it up on the rotisserie and working on it right there, as you can see. And the wiring is pretty self-explanatory. The schematics helped out a lot. Plus, it being a 2-player, mostly everything on the second player or first player is the same as what's on the second player. Yeah, the score reels that were cut out of it were second player. So there should be 2 wires, or no, 1 wire that comes off of your same score reel on the first player goes to the second player. The only differences were going to the 00 to 90. That's where I had a little bit of problems figuring out wiring on all that. But no big deal. It was just a matter of, you know, looking at it and looking at the schematics and chasing stuff down, and I got that done. The score reels are working. But I have one that's a little goofy. It doesn't always want to reset. If you tap on it a little bit, you know, it'll go ahead and reset. And so I just either have dirty contact on my score reel, or I need to just tighten up my score reel a little bit more so it'll push the fingers down onto the plate a little harder and make better contact. But yep, that was a fun deal. And we put the one new Jones plug on it, female. That one was out of a Bally. So we're going to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that in this machine, but you know, everything's pretty much basically the same thing, just, you know, maybe a little bit different design, but all that stuff will work. I put that coin relay out of a Bally in it, and it works just fine. You know, like I said, it's just a little bit different design because of the different manufacturers, but it still basically works the same way. And so if you can get it wired up the way it should be, it should work just like the original. So that worked out pretty good that way too, just by using some parts that I had sitting around instead of trying to hunt down Chicago coin parts. Chicago coin parts are getting a little bit harder and harder to find anymore. I don't know if people are redoing more of the Chicago coin pinball machines, or if they're just more and more of the Chicago coins are going in the landfill, or being parted out, or being hoarded. Who knows? But being that original Stern bought Chicago coin, they stayed with a lot of their Chicago coin stuff through, I'm going to say 79. A lot of even though There were solid states. A lot of the relays and stuff like that were all the same. You could, and stuff would swap over, in cabinet parts and lockdown bars, glass, aprons, and stuff like that is all pretty much the same. They kind of stayed with that, and they just kind of slowly started doing their own thing and their own designs, which helps a lot, because then if you can find an old stern, you can still have some parts. Because in fact, the bow tie apron that we used on Top 10 is a stern. That's out of a... Oh, man. Knew I was going to do that. But anyway, that apron is out of an old stern, and it was the same as the Chicago coin. Only the one out of the stern was a solid state, but they still kept the same apron. Same with a ball kicker. Out hole kicker was the same as the solid states. So, and I had a tote full of parts off of a couple old sterns that I bought at an auction, so I had parts to mess with. Oh, man. But yeah, we have Christmas coming up. Like I said, slowly getting ready for Christmas out here. I have some more decorations, and every week I'll probably be adding a little bit more to the studio, decorating and making it look a little more festive. But this week coming is Thanksgiving. Everybody should have something to be thankful for on Thursday. Hell, you should be thankful that at least you're upright and you're not pushing up daisies. But I'll do tell you, though, when I'm buried, I want them to bury me with my ass up, my ass cheeks sticking out, so that somebody can use it as a bicycle rack. Or the whole world can kiss my ass. Alright, so that's going to do it for this week. Hopefully I have some more stuff going on. Just kind of been kicking back and relaxing a little bit here lately, and listening to the stereo and just kind of being a lump. And it kind of feels good to just sit back and relax and let things kind of do their own thing. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you next Sunday, which will be right after Thanksgiving and right after Black Friday. Till next Sunday. Take care. See ya.